4 days ago, we said 0.00295 decides everything for XCN. It broke. Price is trading below it right now, and that failure just forced a full rebuild of the wave count. Wave 4 is overlapping Wave 1 on every single time frame, which means the old impulse read is dead. So today, is this an expanded flat finishing its final leg down, or is a double zigzag about to drag price toward 27? One level tells us which. Let's cover the Elliott Wave analysis on XCN across the 4-hour, 1-hour, and 15-minute time frames. 4 days ago, we drew the line at 29.49 for a double zigzag bounce toward 30.02. That line broke. Price sits at 29.419 now, down 0.8%, and neither target got tagged. So the count gets rebuilt. Wave 4 overlaps on every time frame push us toward an expanded flat read, with a harder floor at 29.12, while the double zigzag survives only as the riskier alternate now. Let's zoom out to the 4-hour chart first, because this is where the real story is. Back in mid-July, XCN pushed Wave 1 to about 39.24, dipped into Wave 2 at 35.83, a 0.937 retrace, almost a full round trip, already a red flag. Wave 3 exploded to the high of the move, 41.12. From there, Wave 4 didn't just pull back. It collapsed to 29.65, a retrace of over 2 times Wave 1, dragging straight into Wave 1 territory. Under strict Elliott Wave rules, an impulse cannot do that. So the moment Wave 4 overlaps Wave 1, this 5-wave labeling is off the table as a clean impulse. What's more likely is a leading diagonal, or more probable per the Elliott principle. The whole 5-leg move up is corrective, and what follows, the ABC down through 35.09, 38.60, and finally 29.12, is the real story. Wave B at 38.60 ran 1.75 times Wave A. That's an expanded, irregular flat, not a textbook zigzag. Wave C at 29.12 is 2 times Wave A. That print is now the single most important number on this chart, our hard invalidation. Draw the fib from that low up to 35.60, and the 0.236 through 0.786 levels stack between 30 and 34. That's our confluence zone for any bounce. XCN's rally structure broke Elliott rules, so we're likely in a correction, not an impulse. On the 1-hour, here's the primary count. Wave 1 tops at 32.84. Wave 2 drops to 30.84. A 0.825 retrace, deep but survivable. Wave 3 rips to 38.60, 3.2 times Wave 1. But Wave 4 falls to 29.81. Overlapping Wave 1 again, same violation as the 4-hour. So this 5-up is corrective, not impulsive. Into the ABC. A bottoms at 29.14, B bounces to 30.82, only 0.71 times A, an orderly bounce, and C is currently pressing 29.12, 0.72 times A. That's a clean, proportional zigzag, completing right at the same 29.12 floor as the higher time frame. Confluence. That's the primary. A corrective low forming right here. Now, wipe the board. First alternate. If 29.12 gives way with volume, this isn't a completed zigzag. It's the middle leg of a double zigzag. W done, X was that bounce to 30.82, and Y is just getting started lower, opening the door toward the 27 to 28 zone. Wipe again. Second alternate. The repeated Wave 4 overlaps could mean we're inside an ending diagonal, Wave 5 of which is still incomplete. In that read, price grinds a touch lower in a narrowing wedge before the real low prints, near the same 29.12 to 29 zone. 3 paths. A completed low, a deeper double zigzag flush, or one more diagonal leg down. Drop to the 15-minute for timing. Wave 1 prints at 29.97. Wave 2 dips to 29.23. A 0.897 retrace. Deep again, consistent with the weak structure flag we've seen all day. Wave 3 spikes to 30.82. Wave 4 slices back to 29.12, overlapping Wave 1 once more, and Wave 5 pokes up to 30.18 before rolling over. That 5-wave move is the A leg of the local correction. B bounces to 30 flat, only 0.78 times A, and C now sits at 29.35, 0.8 times A. That 29.35 level is your local invalidation for any long trigger here. Below it, the fib cluster from 0.236 through 0.786 is jammed into a tight band between 29.2 and 29.3, your decision zone, where buyers either show up or they don't. If price reclaims and holds above 30 flat, that's your trigger to treat this as the completed C wave and the primary count. Lose 29.12 on a closing basis, and every count on this chart needs a rewrite. Watch 0.00293 as the floor and 0.00300 as the green light to go long. The primary read is an expanded flat correction into the 4-hour low. Wave A dropped to 35.09, Wave B stretched to 38.60, 1.75 times A, classic expanded flat behavior, and Wave C is completing right at 29.12, roughly 2 times A. On the 1 hour, that same 29.12 print lines up with a clean, proportional ABC, where C is 0.72 times A. Confirmation comes if price reclaims 30.082 and holds, flipping momentum and confirming the low is in. Invalidation is simple and non-negotiable. A 4-hour close below 29.12. If that holds, this scenario points toward a retracement through the 0.5 to 0.618 zone, roughly 29.6 to 29.8. with stretch targets near 30.01 to 30.06, where the higher degree 0.236 fib and prior wave 4 congestion sit together. The first alternate says this isn't over. If 29.12 breaks on real volume, the move from the 38.60 high is a double zigzag, not a simple corrective wave W already bottomed. The bounce to 30.082 was wave X, and wave Y is the leg currently in progress. Confirmation is a clean break and hold below 29.12 with expanding volume. There's no neat invalidation for this one beyond the primary flipping back. If price reclaims 30.082 instead, this scenario is dead. If it plays out, Y typically travels close to wave W in price, which projects a floor somewhere in the 27 to 28 region before buyers step back in. That's a much deeper flush than the primary allows for, so treat it as the risk case, not the base case. The second alternate leans on something we saw on every single time frame. Wave 4 keeps overlapping wave 1. That's the signature of a diagonal, not a clean impulse. If that's correct, the 5-wave decline from 38.60 is actually an ending diagonal, and wave 5 of that diagonal hasn't finished printing yet. Confirmation would be a slow, narrowing, overlapping grind, lower on declining volume, very different character from a sharp zigzag flush. Invalidation is a strong reclaim of 30.082, which would argue the diagonal already completed at 29.12. This path is choppier and slower than the other two, and it's the lowest probability read simply because corrective zigzag counts statistically outranked diagonals until price proves otherwise. Scores a 5 out of 10, and that's deliberately modest. Wave structure alone leans toward a completed corrective low near 29.12, but we've got zero positioning data to confirm smart money agrees, and the fact that our last invalidation already broke means this floor hasn't been tested and held yet either. Structure says watch here. It doesn't yet say trust here. That gap is exactly why the invalidation matters more than the excitement. These are the levels that prove or break each count. Here's the one clean setup. If you want exposure to the bounce thesis, wait for a reclaim of 30.082 on the 1 hour or the 15-minute trigger above 30 flat. Don't just buy the wick. Scale entries between 29.4 and 29.8 as price confirms it's holding above the fib cluster. Your stop is not negotiable. A close below 29.12, the same level that's the invalidation on every time frame we looked at. First target sits at the 0.5 retrace near 29.8, second target at the 0.236 level around 30.01, and if momentum carries, a stretch target into the 30.06 zone where the 4-hour wave 4 congestion sits. Risk to reward on the conservative first target alone is roughly 1 to 2. Stretch to the final target and you're closer to 1 to 3. Remember, we don't have order flow confirmation right now, so size this smaller than usual. The structure is compelling, but it hasn't proven itself yet. Before the recap, a quick wave map across the coins on our desk. Bitcoin is bearish 48%, flat/zigzag wave C extension lower. Ethereum is bearish 55%, corrective ABC, wave C down. ICP is bearish 50%, expanded flat/WXY, C wave down. SOL is bearish 48%, Ending diagonal exhaustion / expanded flat circa XRP is neutral 50%. WXY correction complete, reclaim setup. Full breakdowns for each are on the channel, so here's where XCN stands. The old line broke and the new line is 2912, full stop. Structure leans toward a completed corrective low, primary at 45%, but the double zigzag risk case is very much alive at 35% if that floor gives way. Remember the question we opened with, did the bounce level fail? Yes, it did, and that's exactly why the next level matters more. Here's your quotable line. The market doesn't care what invalidated last week, only what invalidates right now. Drop a comment, diagonal or zigzag, which count are you trusting here? Like this if it helped, subscribe for tomorrow's update, and I'll see you in the next one.